The Lumberjack Man is a 2015 comedy slasher that tells the story of a Christian Bible camp staff who settles in the woods next to the home of a local legend. A legend who returns every 30 years to get revenge on the persons responsible for killing him and stealing his family's secret pancake recipe. Now they must band together to stop him before he finishes his bloody pancakes, or else he becomes immortal. Now in the end, The Lumberjack Man is a really fun time. You get everything you love in a slasher movie, plus lots of comedy. But this movie comes together quite nicely. All of the moving parts coexist equally, and because they all work, you get a really good movie. There's blood and kills for the gorehounds, comedy for those who like to laugh, and tons of blood and TNA. The only things I didn't like were the blasphemy jokes. Now, I think that goes a bit too far. You can make religious comedy without blasphemy. It's not hard at all. But overall, if you watch this movie, you're going to have a great time. And of course, I highly recommend this movie.
You don't know what breakfast is.
Cause you had to open your big mouth.
Now, Big Bad Wolf is a 2006 horror movie that tells the story of how a teenage boy and his girlfriend must put a stop to a werewolf after it killed their friends. Oh, and the catch? The werewolf might be his mom's new husband.
We need to settle down here, kid.
In the end, Big Bad Wolf is one of the better films of the early 2000s. It's much more than a werewolf movie. It's a hodgepodge of all the stuff you love about horror. And Richard Tyson's Mitch is a monster, both as a werewolf and a human. This movie is one of those films you can see yourself watching on repeat, and it has tons of memorable scenes. And of course, I highly recommend this movie.
She's saying something.
Now, Nurse is a 2013 sexy seduction slasher that tells the story of Danny Rogers, a young nurse in a male-dominated field who befriends and becomes the protege of veteran nurse Abigail Russell. Now, as the two grow close, Danny starts to suspect that Abigail is living a double life, one that she murders cheating husbands. Now in the end, Nurses, or Nurse 3D, is a really good slasher movie that has everything classic horror fans love. There's blood, boobs, and a high body count. This is also a fantastic story as well. Now while the natural reaction would have us to desire a sequel to this movie is also a snapshot in time, as well as one of the worst experiences for star Paz de la Huerta. Now according to her, she was blackmailed to do this movie. And during this time, she was raped and assaulted by Harvey Weinstein to get what he wanted, as well as a way to dictate her career. This movie also left her with permanent injuries as she was hit by a car and was denied a stunt double. And given that this movie's entire premise is based around the predatory nature of men, this movie hits close to home for Paz. She not only played a character that was abused by men, she lived it.
I love my fucking job.
Now, Trailer Park of Terror is a 2008 horror movie that tells the story of a church group of troubled youths led by a pastor who, after getting into an automobile accident, takes refuge in a trailer park inhabited by a group of undead zombies from hell. Now, in the end, Trailer Park of Terror is a wild movie with a great premise and perfectly executed. This is what happens when you cross the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Rob Zombie's The Devil's Rejects, The Evil Dead, and The Return of the Living Dead all together. This perfect blend of craziness is what makes this movie stand out. It's morally bankrupt and hilarious at the same time. These zombies are by far some of the most unique. And yes, I highly recommend this movie.
They gon' write songs about what I do to you, bitch.
Maybe there's hope for the world yet.
Jacqueline!
Now, Secret Santa is a 2018 horror comedy that tells the story of how Spike Punch at a Christmas gathering caused an already broken family to be homicidal.
Oh, two crazy white bitches and a knife? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, yon yon.
Now, in the end, Secret Santa is not just a movie. This is a bloody good time. There's comedy, there's laughter, and lots of bloodshed. The jokes are cruel, and the dialogue is mean, and family gets along quite like a warm glass of poison. This This movie is the type of film you should watch with a crowd, and everyone will have something to love about this one. And of course, I highly recommend this movie.
You get as good as you give. That makes me hard.
And until next time, when CEDtalks Horror.
She used to have a dick, you idiot!
That just makes me harder.